So
I'm Livia Ungur.
okay.
That's Sherng-Lee Huang.
I'm Sherng-Lee,
That too, right.
and this is the Asian version of Bobby Ewing.
So, Mr. Duffy, it's so nice to see you here. No, seriously, welcome to the 10th Annual Dallas International Film Festival. I thought this was the perfect movie to be here. Such an interesting film, so charming. So, okay, where did the idea come from? Like, it's very unique, one of a kind.
Well, it comes from this, experience that I had as a child in the 1980s in the communist Romania. I was watching Dallas. It was the only American TV show that was allowed on TV. So we'd have 2 hours of television. It would be state control news, and then it would be Dallas. And so that, seeing this very different world really left a big mark on me. And so many years later, as an artist, thinking about what project I could make, this came back to me, and it seemed like a really good subject to explore.
So, when you were asked to get involved in this project, like one of the things that surprised me most about the film was this. I had no idea that Dallas had kind of seeped into the consciousness of other countries. I mean, it's a cornerstone of Texas culture, but to hear like, oh, in Romania, that was just the thing. So when you heard about this project, what did you think?
Well, I'm used to the fact that the world has embraced Dallas, but there's a huge difference between the free world of the 80s and the communist world of the 80s. And their reality is as different as fiction and fantasy and true reality. And I was not aware of the type of experience that people would have watching my television show in a country where that world did not exist. And when I saw this depiction of that, I've always woken up from having dreams, and I think that was a phenomenal experience. I could never film that. I can't even explain it because things morph into other things, and all of a sudden a cat is a sofa, and you're wondering how that happened, but it makes perfect sense in your dream. This movie makes perfect sense, and it's so abstract that you have to question everything all the time, and yet you leave completely satisfied. It's completely satisfied. It was the same as the experience I saw my first Jackson Pollock. I was not a fan of modern art. I didn't think I would like it. And in Dallas, I went to the Museum of Modern Art, turned the corner, and there was the Pollock sitting there. And I sat and looked at it for maybe 40 minutes. And I said, okay, I get it, because it made my heart hurt. And when I saw this, I didn't get it in terms of the chronology of the film, but I got the experience of her life and that dreamlike reality that it is. And I said, okay, I'm in. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm in. And then he bossed me around for a day, and it was done.
Was that really all that you filmed? Did you just film for a day?
Because the film was entirely done. And when I became involved, I only had to sort of overdub certain things that were already narrated within the context of the show. So I had a very easy job.
Well, lucky you. I am interested to know about your creative process. When you're writing this kind of film that jumps around in time, jumps around in space, jumps between narrators, I mean, did you already know what kind of film you wanted to make? Did it evolve as you were writing, as you were shooting?
We actually went to Romania and filmed while writing the film as we went along. So it was a combination of improvisation and writing very quickly. In film school, they'll tell you that's a very bad idea, but we were actually inspired by, we'd heard that Paris, Texas by Wim Wenders was made in this way. Wim Wenders hit the road with a writer named L.M. Kit Carson, who is very closely associated with the Maverick section that we're in now. And they discovered their film by writing it as they went along. And it was a big example for us. And so to be here now in the Maverick program in Dallas with Patrick, just conceptually it could not be more complete or perfect. So we're very happy to be here.
Well, I have to let you guys go, but thank you so much for bringing it here. It was a gorgeous, gorgeous film. Congratulations. Hope to see you again.
Thank you.
Thank you.